Baseball since August 20th. 1-2 on the way, and Terang knocks it into right field for a leadoff single.
I love that Tricia was talking with Bryce Terang about home.
Welcome back to Baseball Extra, where we live and breathe the diamond. Tonight, we're not just watching a game, we're witnessing history in the making. The Brew Crew, fresh off a record-shattering August, are on the cusp of October glory, with their magic number dwindling. But don't count out the surging Pittsburgh Pirates, who have been quietly, yet ferociously dismantling opponents. This isn't just a rivalry, it's a collision of titans. The air at PNC Park is thick with anticipation and emotion tonight as we celebrate Stand Up to Cancer, a powerful reminder that some battles extend far beyond the baseball field. It's an evening honoring survivors and those impacted, truly putting the game in perspective. On the mound for Pittsburgh, we have Oito, a pitcher who's been a key piece in the Pirates' surprising second-half surge. They've been on an incredible 11 out of 14 run, boasting the best record in baseball since August 20th. Our baseball analysis begins right away as the first pitch is delivered, and Terang immediately smashes it into right field for a leadoff single. The Brewers are coming out swinging. A quick conversation about strategy ensues, power hitting versus consistent contact, as the Brewers try to avoid the slump. With runners on first and second, Oito needs a big out. He gets one, striking out Cherio. But then a grounder to third gets past Triolo and Terang scores. Brewers take a 1-0 lead. It's a surprising error from a Gold Glover, highlighting the pressure of these crucial games. Oito regroups, striking out Frelick with a slider. The Brewers get an unearned run, but strand two. Now for the Milwaukee Brewers, we see the former Pirate, 24-year-old Quinn Priest step onto the mound. He's had a stellar season with an 11-2 record and a 3.28 ERA, and tonight he's chasing a franchise record, his 11th straight winning decision. He starts strong, a called strike 3 lighting up the inside corner, but the Pirates quickly respond. Horwitz goes the other way, ripping a double into the left field corner. He thinks about third, but holds at second. With runners on and 2 outs, Andrew McCutchen steps up. He lines one that first baseman Andrew Vaughn makes an absolutely spectacular leaping catch on, potentially saving 2 runs. That's a highlight reel play. In the bottom of the second, the Pirates continue to threaten. Nick Gonzalez extends his hitting streak to 8 games with a double. And then O'Neal Cruz drills a ground ball up the middle past Terang, scoring Gonzalez and tying the game. It was hit at 103 miles per hour, showing the Pirates' offensive power. Priest manages to limit the damage, retiring the next 3 batters. A little lighter moment here at PNC Park as the broadcast team shares some authentic Wisconsin maple syrup and a quesadilla. You never know what you'll find in the dugout. Back to the action, Tommy Pham steps up with a runner on and 1 out in a 1-1 game. He rockets a shot to left off the wall, Reynolds is waved around third, and the relay throw isn't in time. The Pirates take the lead 2-1. Pham continues his phenomenal second-half run. Terang then makes an incredible backhand catch on a line drive up the middle, saving another run. Oito continues to pitch well, getting a ground ball out and then his 4th strikeout of the night to end the 4th inning as the Pirates hold their 2-1 lead.
The Brewers try to rally, but Nick York rolls up a ground ball, and the Brewers turn a beautiful double play. Over to third goes Cruz, but with 2 outs, Priest induces another ground ball to short, and Ortiz makes a perfect throw across to get Triolo. Priest, who had a bit of trouble early, is now settling in, using his sinker effectively to generate ground balls. He's looking for that 11th consecutive winning decision, and his control is becoming evident. He caps off an impressive inning, getting a ground ball to short, and Ortiz makes a backhand play to end it. That's the 1-2-3 inning Priest was looking for. The Brewers go to the bullpen with Carmen Mlodzinski taking over for Oviedo. But the Brewers' offense immediately puts pressure on Mlodzinski. Contreras lines a hard-hit ball into right field for a base hit, followed by an infield single by Frelick on a challenging play for the second baseman York. Now it's up to Bowers, who's 0 for 2 with a strikeout tonight with runners on second and third and 2 outs. Bowers delivers, a base hit to right field. Contreras scores, Frelick scores. The Brewers reclaim the lead on a 2-run single from Jake Bowers. The bases are loaded after a single and a walk, putting the game on the line with the dangerous Bryce Turang at the plate. Turang hits a bouncing ball up the middle, but Gonzalez makes the play behind the bag to end the inning. Quinn Priest, who was on the hook just moments ago, now has a one-run lead thanks to his team's rally. He strikes out McCutchen for the second time tonight, his 4th K. Then, with 2 outs, he strikes out O'Neill Cruz with a swing and a miss. Priest is getting better as the night goes on. With 2 good runners on base, the Brewers' baseball defense steps up. Vaughn lines one toward right field, and Bryant Reynolds makes an absolutely spectacular catch, racing toward the wall in the right field corner. What a play to keep this game at 3-2. Priest has retired 8 in a row and is absolutely locked in. He strikes out Bart, extending his streak to 9 straight retired batters, then 10. He's rolling. Priest continues his dominance, getting a line drive to short for a 1-2-3 7th inning. He had to battle early, but he was truly great late in this outing, delivering 7 innings of terrific pitching performance. Now the Brewers need a clutch 2-out hit from Turang, who's been struggling with runners in scoring position tonight, just 1 for 16. But Turang delivers. An RBI single into left field gives Milwaukee an insurance run, making it 4-2. With runners on first and second, Andrew Vaughn steps up and hits a bouncing ball up the middle. Gonzalez throws it away and another run scores. It's unraveled defensively for the Pirates in the 9th. Contreras scores, making it 5-2 for the Brew Crew. 1 out away from a very satisfying victory for the Brewers. The pitcher kicks, delivers, and it's a little one-hopper to third. Durbin fields it, spins, and throws to first in time to get Cruz. And the Brewers take Game 1 in Pittsburgh by a final score of 5-2. What a night of baseball.
What a performance by the Brewers. Quinn Priest truly found his rhythm after a shaky start, delivering a masterful pitching performance when it mattered most. His ability to induce ground balls and then dial up the strikeouts in the later innings was a testament to his mental fortitude. The Pirates, despite their impressive second-half run, made some costly defensive errors tonight that ultimately sealed their fate. That throwing error in the 9th inning was particularly damaging. The Brewers, on the other hand, capitalized on those opportunities, with clutch hits from Jake Bauers and Bryce Turang providing the necessary insurance runs. This win is a huge step for the Brewers as they close in on a playoff spot. Their resilience and ability to bounce back from an early deficit shows the championship caliber of this team. Let's highlight some key players from tonight's game. Obviously, Quinn Priest's turnaround performance was pivotal. His ability to adapt and dominate after a challenging start cemented his place as the Brewers' ace. Bryce Turang, despite earlier struggles with runners in scoring position, delivered when it counted most, getting that crucial RBI single. On the Pirates side, O'Neill Cruz's RBI single that tied the game in the 2nd inning showcased his power and ability to drive in runs. And we can't forget Bryan Reynolds' incredible leaping catch in right field. That was a true game-saver, even if the Pirates ultimately fell short. These individual moments truly shaped the narrative of this thrilling matchup. With this victory, the Brewers' magic number for clinching a playoff spot shrinks even further. They're on the verge of securing their postseason berth, and every win from here on out brings them closer to that coveted October baseball. The momentum from their record-breaking August is clearly carrying over. This team is hungry, and they're playing with a confidence that can take them deep into the playoffs. What's next for Baseball Extra and the Brewers? They'll look to continue their winning ways in this series against the Pirates, aiming for a sweep to solidify their standing in the division. For the Pittsburgh Pirates, despite the loss, there's still a lot to be proud of. They've been playing some fantastic baseball in the second half of the season, and their resurgence has been one of the feel-good stories of the league. Tonight's loss, while disappointing, doesn't diminish the progress they've made. Their young talent like O'Neill Cruz and Nick Gonzalez are showing tremendous potential, and their pitching, particularly from Oedo in the early innings, has been a major factor in their success. The Pirates are building something special, and while a playoff spot might be a long shot this year, their future is incredibly bright. They'll look to bounce back in the next game of this series and continue to build on their impressive second-half performance. Let's take a closer look at the strategic decisions made tonight. From a pitching perspective, Oedo for the Pirates started strong, showing why he's been so effective during their hot streak. His early strikeouts and ability to limit the Brewers' offense to just 1 unearned run was impressive. However, the Brewers' ability to adapt and eventually get to him and then Maszynski in the later innings proved crucial. On the Brewers' side, Quinn Priest's in-game adjustments were a masterclass. After giving up a few early hits, he tightened up his mechanics, relied heavily on his sinker, and induced ground ball after ground ball, effectively shutting down the Pirates' offense for the majority of his outing. These kind of mid-game adjustments are what separate good pitchers from great ones, and Priest showcased that tonight.
Offensively, the Brewers demonstrated the importance of timely hitting. While they struggled with runners in scoring position early on, Jake Bauers and Bryce Terang delivered those crucial two-out hits that changed the complexion of the game. Their ability to capitalize on the Pirates' defensive errors in the ninth inning also showcased their offensive opportunism. For the Pirates, O'Neal Cruz's ability to drive in runs with his powerful contact was a highlight. Both teams showed flashes of offensive brilliance, but the Brewers ultimately had the edge in converting those opportunities into runs. The difference often comes down to who executes in those high-pressure situations, and tonight, it was the Brewers. Defense played a huge role in this game. Andrew Vaughn's leaping catch at first base was a defensive gem, a true highlight that saved potential runs for the Pirates. And Brian Reynolds' incredible catch in right field was another one for the highlight reel, demonstrating the athletic prowess of these players. However, the Pirates also had some defensive lowlights, particularly the error at third base that led to the Brewers' first run and the throwing error in the ninth inning that allowed an additional insurance run. In a tight MLB season game like this, every defensive play, good or bad, can have a significant impact on the outcome. The Brewers' defense, on the other hand, was largely solid, making the plays when they needed to. Beyond the statistics and the plays, tonight was a powerful stand-up to cancer night at PNC Park. It's a reminder that baseball is more than just a game. It's a platform for bringing people together and raising awareness for important causes. Seeing the survivors honored, hearing their stories, and witnessing the impact of cancer on so many lives truly puts the sport into perspective. It adds an emotional layer to the game, reminding us of the human element behind every player and every fan. It was a beautiful evening, even with the intense competition on the field, that underscored the community spirit of baseball. As we look ahead to the rest of this series, the Brewers will be riding high on this victory, looking to maintain their momentum and further solidify their lead in the division. Every game is critical as they push towards a playoff berth. The Pirates, despite the loss, will undoubtedly come back with renewed determination, eager to avenge this defeat and show their resilience. This series is far from over, and we can expect more thrilling baseball from these two teams. The playoff race is heating up across the league, and the Brewers are certainly making their presence felt. Baseball Extra will be here for every moment. A win like this often highlights the strong team chemistry and leadership present within the Brewers clubhouse. Even when facing an early deficit and some offensive struggles, they stuck together, made the necessary adjustments, and ultimately pulled out the victory. That kind of resilience and belief in each other is crucial for a team with playoff aspirations. On the Pirates' side, despite the loss, their second-half surge speaks volumes about their team chemistry and the leadership within their dugout. They've overcome challenges and are playing with a renewed sense of purpose. This game was a great showcase of both teams' ability to compete at a high level.
The atmosphere at PNC Park tonight, especially with the Stand Up to Cancer initiative, was electric. The fans were engaged, passionate, and created an incredible backdrop for this thrilling game. The roar of the crowd, the cheers for big plays, and the collective emotion of the evening truly amplified the experience. This is what baseball is all about: the shared experience, the highs and lows, and the feeling of being a part of something bigger. We here at Baseball Extra always appreciate the incredible fans who make these games so special, bringing energy and life to every single pitch. What a fantastic night of baseball on Baseball Extra. The Brewers secure a crucial win, continuing their impressive march towards the postseason, while the Pirates showed glimpses of their exciting potential. This MLB season is truly delivering unforgettable moments, and we're just getting started. Don't miss any of the action from your favorite team. Before you go, if you enjoyed this in-depth coverage and want more exclusive baseball analysis, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the Baseball Extra channel for all the latest highlights, insights, and behind-the-scenes content. Your support helps us bring you more of the baseball action you love. Thanks for tuning in to Baseball Extra, and we'll see you next time.